This day just got really interesting. The only reason why I'm taping this is because, well, the only thing I can do is hold pressure on it till Tony gets home so that we can take him to the hospital. But there's a lot of blood, so prepare yourself. Clyde, what happened? Did you crack your head open? Uh-huh. Bleeding finally slowed down, but there's a hefty bit of, look at this. Oh, poor dude. There's a good gash in there. Down your back a bit?
Yeah, it hurts.
It hurts?
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. Why do you always get the poop end of it? You busted your eyebrow open, but that was your fault. All right, let's get you cleaned up before we go in, okay? I know with posting this, I'm probably going to get some, I don't know, maybe not, some comments about how, because, well, Ollie was pushing Clyde on a bike. What happened?
He had a big strap everywhere.
Blood. And, Clyde's not very good at steering, so he steered into a wall, and Ollie was pushing him, and it kind of like, on the corner of the wall, he fell off into it. But it's an accident. Boys are kids, not just boys, but kids are going to play. They play rough. Accidents happen. So, I didn't yell at Ollie. Because now we just need to be easy, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because my brother got a big ooh around his head on his chin.
Yeah. Go!
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
It'll be my head.
Yeah.
Down.
Turn it. Oh, look at me.
It's a hospital, buddy. All they do is
Look at me.
help you here and then you go home. We don't play.
Did it hurt?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yep.
Oh.
Good.
Give yourself a mind for
Oh, good. Look good. Can we get down?
Say cheese.
Cheers.
That is such a fake smile. I think he's falling off, Ollie.
Try to help, Clyde. Try to help with my feet. I need some roofing, Clyde.
Let's do a recap on what happened tonight, Clyde.
Huh?
How did you hurt your head?
Wow.
The wall.
Yeah.
Was Ollie pushing you?
Yeah.
You were
Wow.
on your bike and you hit your head on the wall.
Yeah.
Did the doctor fix it?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
No.
Are you brave?
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
You did such a good job.
Yeah.
I love you.
Ooh.
Ollie's really finicky and weird when it comes to like blood. Not really finicky and weird. It's just not his type of thing. And so Tony sat down with him, and Ollie was flipped over on his. Hey, your juice is at the table. Ollie was flipped around on his lap so that he didn't have to watch.
I
But
know.
they put Clyde's arms in it was a pillowcase, but the doctor told him that it was a cape, which was super it's just a good idea. So it wasn't like a tight pillowcase. It wasn't holding him down. He wasn't claustrophobic or anything. So he slid his hands in it, and then he laid down, so just in case he tried to grab it, he wouldn't be able to. The doctor ended up not really cleaning it too much. He cleaned it up just a little bit, and then he put some numbing cream on it, and then we waited there for 20 minutes. Hey, he's bringing the chair over. You don't have to sit in it. Calm down. And then after 20 or 30 minutes, we were there for 4 hours. He cleaned it. He took some more numbing stuff, a shot, and then gave him a few shots in it. He didn't flinch or anything. It obviously didn't hurt him or anything. And then he cleaned it off with some saline solution, and he scrubbed it a little bit, and then he put some iodine on it to prevent infection and what have you, sterilize the surface. And then he got the staple gun, and he put one staple in, and I just don't think Clyde liked the feeling of it because he kind of like, ugh, like he could feel it probably going into his skull a little bit. And then he put the second one in, and Clyde was kind of done at that point, but he didn't cry. It was more just like, no, like he just didn't want him to do anymore, which luckily he was just going to do too anyways. I think they do staples on little kids because it's quicker than suturing them up, but Clyde honestly would have been fine with sutures, like maybe dissolvable ones, so that we don't have to go back in like 10 days to get him out. But he did freaking awesome. There's a bunch of nurses that came in like, we heard you did awesome. Good job. They seemed really surprised because he's 2.5. But he did good. It's stopped bleeding finally since the staples have been put in. But he's happy as ever. And like I said before, I mean, Oliver, obviously, he got scolded in a way. He didn't get yelled at. It was all explained to him in detail. And I cleaned Clyde up a little bit before Oliver came in. Before I had Oliver come in to see Clyde, because I wanted it to stick with him but not super scar him. So he had some blood still on his face. Wait a second. Eat it. Yeah. He had a little bit of blood still on his face and his hair and stuff, so it wasn't like slaughter scene like it was to begin with. But I think Oliver learned his lesson, not to push his brother and or be easy, because they play all the time. They're always pushing each other back and forth, but Clyde's just not good at steering, so things happen. And it just so happened, I think Ollie was pushing Clyde down the hallway, and he doesn't push him too fast, but he was pushing him down the hallway, and Clyde's not good at steering, so I think he steered too close to the wall. The back tire on this little tricycle that we have got caught, and then that's when he went and he hit his head. I was literally going pee around the corner for the 100th time, so of course I didn't see it, but I was right there immediately as soon as it happened, and there's just a few drips of blood on the floor, not too bad. Hydrogen peroxide, if you guys did not know, get blood stains out of everything. So as soon as I picked him up, there was blood all over me, and it was just like his head was squirting blood. It was awful. But I mean, he's cracked his eyebrow open before, and that sucker bled like crazy. Not this much, but it bled like crazy. So I hate to say it, but I'm kind of used to Clyde bleeding. At least, like, because he always gets the sensitive spots. Poor little dude. But we're good, and he's happy, and yeah, those were kind of gory pictures, but hey, it looks worse because he's blonde, and they're very thin areas. Alright, it's a very thin area where there's not much tissue and muscle and stuff. It's just mostly skin and veins and have you, so I bled a lot. But yeah, so that's been a fun day. Now Tony's back in work. Hopefully he made it in time. I hope he did. Okay, but see you guys! Hope you had a better day than we did.